In this video, we derive equation of discharge over a rectangular notch or weir. Means we consider one rectangular notch. Here we see in this image, this is the rectangular notch, and over this rectangular notch the liquid is flowing. Means here we can see this water is flowing and we need to measure this discharge. Okay, so here we are only able to measure this h, means height of water over the bottom edge of the notch. So this height is called as the h. Okay, so from the h we are able to find out the q. So we need to derive this equation. So in this video we derive this equation of discharge over a rectangular notch or weirs. The expression for discharge over rectangular notch or weir is the same. Means equation for the rectangular notch or equation for a rectangular weir is same. Now for deriving the equations, we need to consider one rectangular notch or weir provided in a channel and carrying the water as shown in a figures. Now here we see it is a one small channel, and from this channel the water is flowing, and here the notch is fitted and the notch shape is the rectangulars. Here we see the another three image. This is the image A, B and the C. So A image is for the rectangular notch. So here the A image and this 3D image is the same. So this is the A image is the side view of the rectangular notch. Means from this side suppose we see, then first we see one rectangular and this is a section view. Means suppose this image is cut from this middle part of this 3D view, then we get this type of this look. This is the D image, it is for the weir. Okay, so here we can see this is the one point. This point is called as the crest or a seal, that we already discussed in the last two videos. So over the crest level water is flowing, it is denoted as the height, capital H. So it is same for the notch as well as for the weirs. And this image C is the section at the crest level. Means here we see the bottom edge of the notch. Okay, so this edge is called as the crest. Okay, and this is have the L length. So here this is called as the length of the notch, and this height is the capital H that we already see in this image. And we consider one small strip for our study. So first we take the few parameters like the H, this is the capital H. So it's equal to head of water over the crest level. So this is the crest, and from this crest water is flowing up to the certain height. So this height is called as the capital H. Another is the length of the notch or weir. So here we can see this is the length of the notch or weir. And from this section view see, we can also see this is the L. It is the length of the notch or weirs. Now for finding the discharge of water flowing over the weir or notch, first we consider one elementary horizontal strip. Now in this C image we can see we consider one elementary strip over this height H. Means the total height of this rectangle is the H, and out of the H we consider only one small strip of water of thickness DH. Means this strip have a certain thickness and this thickness is denoted as the DH, and the strip length is the L, and this strip is at a certain depth H from the free surface of the water. So this is the free surface of the water. Here this is a free surface of the water, and from the free surface of the water the strip at a certain distance or certain depth, and this depth is denoted as the small h. So here you can understand what is difference between the small h and capital H. Capital H is the height of the water above the crest levels, and small h is the depth of the small strip that we consider for this derivation. Means first we derive this equation of the discharge for a small strip dq, and by integration we find out the total discharge of the notch or weirs. So first we find out this area of the strip. Means this pink color portion is the strip, and what is the area? So strip have a rectangular shape, so area is the sample, it is the length into the height, and length is the L. means strip length is the L, here we can see, and the height of the strip is the dH, so L into dH. Second, theoretical velocity of the water flowing through a strip. So equation of the velocity is the under root of 2gh, means velocity is directly proportional to h. So it is a simple equation that we already studied in a other chapter. Now if we know the area and the velocity, we are able to find out the q or a discharge. So equation of the discharge is the area into velocity. So here we know the area of the strip, here we know the velocity. So here what we mention, it is the theoretical velocity. So now we derive the equation of discharge. So first we find out the dq. dq is the discharge for only a strip. So dq is equal to cd into area of the strip into theoretical velocity. So here we multiply this theoretical velocity with the cd, means it is converted into the actual discharge, because the equation of the cd is equal to actual discharge upon theoretical discharge. So what is equation of the actual discharge? So actual discharge is equal to cd into theoretical velocity. Cd means it is the coefficient of discharge. Now we putting this equation of area of the strip. So strip area is the dH into L. So here we written L into dH. Second is the theoretical velocity. So theoretical velocity is this equation under root of 2gh. So this is our equation number 1. So here in this equation, cd is the coefficient of discharge. So we already mentioned that this equation cd is equal to, it's have some different value. This is the q actual upon q theoreticals. Okay, so here it is multiplied with the cd, so it is converted into the actual equations. The total discharge q for the walled notch or a weir is determined by integrating this equation number 1 between the limit of 0 and h. So it is the boundary limit. So here we can see at these levels the water height is the 0, and at this level water have a certain height, and this height is the capital H. So from these boundary limits we need to find out the total discharge q for the wall notch or weirs. So what this equation is denoted? This equation is denoted this q for only a strip, means only for these portions. Now we do the integration of this equation number 1. So when we do this integration of the dq, it is converted into the q, means this q is indicate the discharge over the wall notch or weirs. So integration of this equation with the boundary limit of 0 to h. So here 0 and h is indicate this boundary limits, and we written this equation number same, equation 1 as same as it is, that is a cd into L into under root of 2gh into dh, means here we need to do the integration with respect to the h. Now we not need to do the integration of the constant parameters, means cd is constant, here L is constant, under root of 2g is constant, here g means it is the gravitational force. So gravitational force is also constant. So in this equation only variable is the small h. Okay, and here it is under root of h is there. So under root of h is also written as the h raised to 1/2 power. Okay, and this dh is as it is. So we need to do the integration of the h raised to 1/2 power. So that is a simple equation for this integration is there. Suppose we need to do this integration of the x raised to n power into dx, then power is added plus 1. Here we can see x raised to n. So here h raised to 1/2 is there. So instance of h raised to 1/2, what we written, h raised to 1/2 plus 1 divided by power plus 1. So here power is n, here suppose n is equal to 1/2. Okay, so divided by 1/2 plus 1. So we getting this equation, that is cd into L under root of 2g is as it is. Okay, and this equation h is equal to x, and the 1/2 power is the n. Okay, so here we written that is a h into n, that is n is 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by power, that is the power is the 1 by 2 plus 1. Then after we do the summation of this power. Okay, earlier equation is same, that is CDL into under root of 2g. So 1 by 2 means it is a 0.5. 0.5 plus 1. So it is the 1.5. So 1.5 is also written as the 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is equal to 1.5. Similarly, we do the in denominators, it is the 0.5 plus 1. So it is 1.5. So 1.5 is written as the 3 by 2. Now here we mention the boundary condition, that is the capital H and 0 means instance of the small h we need to replace with the capital H plus 1 times with the small h. So here first we replace with this capital H. Okay, so CD into L into under root of 2g is as it is. This 3 by 2 is supply in upper portion, so it is written as the 2 by 3. Now remaining part is the h raised to 3 by 2 and the boundary condition is the capital H and the 0. Means first we replace this small h by capital H. So capital H raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 time with the 0. So 0 power is the 0. So we are not need to write it. So this is our final equations of the Q, and this equation is used to solve the numericals of discharge over rectangular notch or a wear. So if you learn something, then like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video related to FMHM as well as the other subject of this mechanical engineering. For FMHM, various link is provided in the descriptions as well as in car. For other subject, I request to visit the playlist of my channels and don't forget to share with your friends.